Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Olive Badger and today we've got some massive news from the gaming world that's got everyone talking. Arrowhead Game Studios, the team behind the breakout hit Helldivers 2, just dropped some huge updates, and there's a lot to unpack. We're talking big profits and a major acquisition, and what all this means for the future of the game. So let's dive right in, stick around, and don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more gaming updates. Alright, let's start with the big win for Arrowhead. According to a recent report from June 5th, 2025, the Swedish gaming studio had an absolutely incredible 2024 thanks to the launch of Helldivers 2. The game raked in an operating profit of, get this, 729 million Swedish kroner. That's roughly 69 million US dollars for a mid-sized studio like Arrowhead. That's a massive achievement. Helldivers 2 has clearly struck a chord with gamers. If you've been playing it, you probably know why. Those chaotic co-op missions, the friendly fire shenanigans, and the constant updates have kept us all hooked. Now here's where things get even more interesting. The Chinese tech giant Tencent has officially bought a stake in Arrowhead, valuing the studio at just over 5 billion kroner, or about $475 million. For those who don't know, Tencent is a massive Chinese tech conglomerate founded in 1998. They're behind WeChat, a super popular app with over 1.3 billion users, and they're one of the biggest players in gaming, owning Riot Games, the folks behind League of Legends, and holding stakes in Epic Games, the creators of Fortnite. Arrowhead's co-founder Johan Pilsted had this to say about the deal. They can give us enormous economic leverage. And you know what? I totally get why he's excited. But as with any big acquisition like this, there are pros and definite cons to consider, so let's break it down. First, the pros. Tencent's investment is a game changer for Arrowhead. With $475 million on the table, the studio now has the cash to scale up in a big way. We could see more content for Helldivers 2, think new missions, factions, weapons, maybe even a mobile version down the line, but I'm really hoping not. Tencent does have a huge presence in the Asian market, so this could mean Helldivers 2 reaches a whole new audience, which is awesome for the game's longevity. Plus, Arrowhead can use this money to work on new projects or hire more talent to keep the quality high. For a studio that's been punching well above its weight, this kind of financial backing could really take them to the next level. But let's talk about the flip side. Tencent's involvement isn't all sunshine and rainbows. A lot of gamers get nervous when a big conglomerate like Tencent steps in, and for a good reason. Tencent has a history of pushing for monetization in games they invested, so we might see more microtransactions or paid DLCs in Helldivers 2, which could really upset fans, including me, because we love the game's current balance. There's also the risk of creative interference. Arrowhead has always had this unique indie vibe, but will Tencent's influence change that? And let's not forget, some fans might worry about data privacy given Tencent's track record and its ties to the Chinese government. It's definitely something to keep an eye on as this partnership develops. So what's the big picture here? Helldivers 2 is killing it with a $69 million profit, and Tencent's $479 million investment could propel Arrowhead to new heights. But with great power comes great responsibility, and I'll be watching closely to see how this affects the game we all know and love. But what do you think about the news? Are you excited for what's next, or are you worried about the Tencent role that they could have in the game? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this update, give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and ring that bell so you don't miss our next gaming news drop. Until then, I'll see you on the battlefield. Let's dive into some Helldivers 2 action. Peace out.